Yes, well, welcome back. It's Friday, and we're in the wonderful year of 2015. Ooh, I feel so old. Oh, we had a great time over the Christmas time. We had a nice quiet one, just watching all the news, what's going on. We've got lots of news this year. We're going to start with the guests next week. I just wanted to talk about what's going on in Ohio and what's going on with certain religions and what's going on with certain politicians and all the usual crap. But we're going to try and have a little bit of fun with it as well. And also this year as well, because I've been told that a lot of our gay clientele do like metal music as well. So I will be playing a lot of metal music. Also, please don't forget that if you are living locally and you would like to appear on the show and you have some form of talent, whether you are straight, gay, bisexual, transsexual, intersexual, questioning, or whatever, what it's LGBTQIFTAWXYZ, that sort of thing now. So if anything is going on anywhere and you would like to appear on the show, please do, because we want to interview everybody. It's Gay Detroit Radio, but it means everybody Detroit Radio, because we're like that. Let's have some music. Actually, I'm going to start with a nice little bit of Latin sound. I've always liked this. It's called Pidiendo Más by Ebony Voice. And this was sent in to us from Spain. Please send in your music as well. But mostly interested in local artists. Please, but we do play everyone from everywhere else. But this is radio. We can do what we like, can't we? Gay Detroit Radio on www.radio-op.com every Friday at 9 p.m. I'm James Dee, and you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio.
Ella me encanta. Tu carita pidiendo más, más, más aún.
Anthony Boys, con señor Cookies, pa' todas las Johnny que andan sin yo. Tú sabes cómo que me pongo yo.
Yo quiero hacerte el amor.
Yes, the wonderful toe-tapping sound there of Pidien Domas, or Ebony Voice and Pidien Domas. Lots to talk about this year. Now, the biggest news at the moment is, believe it or not, if I can find the page, because I just cancelled it. Welcome and Happy New Year. Now, the biggest thing this year actually is going to be the ruling, because this show is pre-taped. Pre-recorded, so it's going to be how will the Fifth Circuit judges treat the marriage equality case? This is supposed to today happen, but unfortunately by the time we get this out, it's going to be a little late, so I won't know the results on Monday and won't really know it till next week on this show, but sparks may fly in court on the Friday, when 3 marriage equality cases arrive at the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals for oral argument. The 3-judge panel assigned to hear the cases of Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas represents some of particularly strong opposing ideologies. Also, this is going to be happening as well in Ohio tomorrow as well, because if you remember Ohio, Tennessee, oh God, 4 states, I've just totally blanked out. They were the ones with Michigan who blocked and reversed the ruling for same-sex marriages. So they reversed the federal law. How they can do that, I do not know. But we're going to see what's going to happen tomorrow in these other states in the Fifth Circuit Court. Judges Jerry Smith, James Graves, and Patrick Higginbotham, or Higginbotham. That's a very English name, Higginbotham. Couldn't be more different. While as Smith and Graves are generally conservative and liberal respectively, Higginbotham may provide a swing vote against the cases. So we're going to see what's happening with that. I'm still in confusion. I don't know if you are, because SCOTUS, which is the federal, the law of the land, the Supreme Court, ruled that, banning same-sex marriages was unconstitutional. But yet, you have to go through 50 states, which is like, I know it's called the United States, but it's still one country. And it's like 50 different little countries with 50 different sets of little rules and regulations that nobody really gives a fuck about what the government think. So why do we have laws if politicians are going to completely ignore them? That is my question. And I'm never, it's just amazing, because one of the High Court judges, Supreme High Court judges, says that they didn't stand in for a while until states actually, disagree with their agreement. Well, lo and behold, of course, Michigan has to be one of them. But then again, look who the governor is and look who the attorney general is, Schneidy Schneider and Shitty Shooty. We want these dinosaurs out of politics. There's just no reason. The problem I find, though, is if my marriage affects you, my marriage to my husband or my spouse or my wife affects you, then there's something wrong with you. I am not affecting your marriage. I'm just wanting to live my life. So how is my life to my husband, my wife, my spouse, or whatever I marry? And I don't mean dog, cat, or goats, so please, or even dead bodies. Let's just get that out of the way. I'm talking about living, consenting adults. I don't mean brothers or sisters, so let's just get that out of the way as well, because you conservative Christians are really, when did Christianity become a rule book of fear? Christianity and the Bible was supposed to be a spiritual guidance. Since when has it become a complete rule book of fear, and thou shalt do as I say, otherwise you will go to hell and be in hellfire for eternity? The only thing I've got eternity is by Calvin Klein, and it's a very nice cologne, thank you. But I'm just fed up of all these politicians and everybody who's actually forcing their views onto us. Now, if It's called, if they disagree with us, it's called, a religious right of Christianity and religious freedom. If we disagree with them, it's called intolerance. I'm sorry, but, religion is like a child. The less you actually tell them to stop, the brattier they become, the more petulant they become. It's becoming just way, way, way too petulant out there. It's like, well, I can't play with my ball, so I want it back. Another thing that really sort of hit us all this over the Christmas and New Year's period was the suicide of this young transgender girl, Layla Alcorn. She committed suicide, a young teenager, mainly because her parents, who believe in solid Christianity, did not believe in her lifestyle. She committed suicide, and now the parents are saying that, their Christianity does not allow them to believe in that. Since when does Christianity tell you to shun your own child, neglect your own child, and allow your own child to kill themselves? That actually, I believe, is so disgusting. And then they insisted on burying in a suit and tie it as though it was a boy. This is leading me up to the segue of this story. There's the Demeter Fletcher family, and what we learned from our transgender son. Now, I have to admit, I'm a gay man, obviously, just a male who is homosexual. I refuse to be called a homosexual male because I'm male. I just happen to be homosexual, and I was born homosexual. I did not choose, because nobody wants to choose to be neglected and dismissed from every walk of life. You don't want to be destroyed by your family. You don't want to be destroyed, thrown out of your house. You don't want to be turned away and shunned by your friends. Whoever would like to choose that really is a far better man than I. But we just choose. We choose to be truthful. That's what we choose. We don't choose to be gay. Anyway, Julie Fletcher vividly remembers the day her first child, Elliot, came out as transgender. And it was August 21st, 2013, she says. It was the second day of his senior high school, and he was 17. Elliot has been designated a female at birth, but identified as male, and on the August day in 2013, he told his family that he wanted to begin living as a boy. Now, despite the enormity of the announcement, the family wasn't surprised. We had said goodbye to the concept of a little girl in her Christmas dress long before. So by the time he came out to us, we had gone past the idea of a bridal dress and walking down the aisle. This was just a confirmation that we already knew. He expressed really very early on, and he dressed in a traditional boy way. What they've done is they've accepted their child for who they are, or who he is, or possibly who she is. My parents, my father was not really a good man, and I was thrown out at 18 for being gay. But that's another story we'll talk about another time. Let's go into some music, and let's have some Sunday hats. And this is for our metal group and our metal gay friends and straight friends out there. And it's called Let's Play Doctor. You're listening to Gay Detroit Radio, and it's www.radio-op.com every Friday, 9 p.m. I'm James Dee, and you're listening to, once again, Gay Detroit Radio. Yes, welcome back to Gay Detroit Radio, and there's the sound of the simply delightful, quiet undertones of Sunday Hats. And let's play Doctor. Well, when I saw my doctor, I said, please, I want them to slide in, not march in. But that's another story. Anyway, lots more to talk about now. The biggest story of the week was that actually Florida was allowed to actually go ahead with same-sex marriages. Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, the dumb bimbo of Florida, in fact, the loser of Florida, this woman fought tooth and nail to stop same-sex marriages going through for a long, long time. Now, let me just tell you about this wicked witch of the Idiotsville. She's been married 3 times. She's lost 3 times. So why on earth is this idiot of a woman trying to tell us that we cannot get married, but she can get married 3 times and get divorced 3 times? Anyway, apparently she's thrown her hat in, and now, as of the 6th of January, a lot of states in Florida did start to get married. But they also threw another spanner in the works, which really, to me, is the height of petulance, immaturity, and stupidity. What they did was they actually decided that, well, you are allowed to get married, but we're going to close all the registry offices so nobody can get married. Neener, neener, neener. How ridiculous. But in spite of all that, according to the Edge Media Network, almost 1,400 gay and lesbian couples were issued marriage licenses in 28 of Florida's most populated counties in 2 days. Now you tell me how this is destroying the institution of marriage. I would love to know, because in 2 days, 1,400 couples have been issued marriage licenses. So that's like 1,400 couples. So that's 1,400 weddings. That's 1,400 receptions. That's 1,400 registrars trying to marry someone. There's 1,400 limos, 1,400 flowers, 1,400 cars, 1,400 venues, and you're talking maybe a couple of thousand each couple for booze. So that's like 20, oh good God, 280,000 or 300,000 there just in booze alone. So would you like to do the math, or would you like to tell me how we are really destroying the institution of marriage? I think we're going to do a lot more for the national debt more than anything else. But then again, we've got Marco Rubio. He's lashing out. The same-sex marriage courts do not have the power to do this. So he's really sort of, Marco Rubio, what is up, what is up with these people? Because finally, entering the national conversation, Republican, go figure, blasted same-sex marriage advocates on Wednesday. Despite being the U.S. Senator from Florida, Rubio has been fairly mum on the topic. A politician keeping quiet. That's like a politician telling the truth, isn't it? Is that when they keep quiet? I don't know. What do I know? Anyway, so he's now saying, no, they don't have the law. So what he's saying is, you cannot actually make your own laws. But then again, these people are making their own laws all the time. And then there's Fox News. Good heavens. I mean, where would we be without Fox News? I mean, come on. It's like, isn't it sort of spelled F-A-U-X, as in faux? As in fake, because you know that F-A-U-X is French for fake. So fake news is saying that all gays are terrorists. Well, is that where they blow things up? Terrorists. Ooh. Well, I don't know about you, but all I know about gays is that they can do a mean blowjob. That's the only thing they're going to blow up. Please. Oh, God, there's some dumb bastards in this world. All right, let's have some music, and let's do one of mine. And I haven't played this for a while, and it's called The Streets of Detroit by Moi. And I'll be back with some more silly topics. I'm James Dee, and you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio.
Have you seen the old man beside the closed down market, picking up the paper in his worn out shoe? In his eyes you see no pride, his hand held loosely by his side. Yesterday's paper telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand, I'll lead you through the streets of Detroit. I'll show you something to make you change your minds. Have you seen the old girl who walks streets of Detroit, dirt in her hair and her clothes in rags? She's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking, carrying her home to carry her bags. So how can you tell me you're lonely? Say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand, I'll lead you through the streets of Detroit. I'll show you something to make you change your minds. Cafe at 11:15, the same old man sitting there on his own, looking at the world over the rim of his teacup. Each till less an hour, then he wanders home alone. say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand, I'll lead you through the streets of Detroit. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. Have you seen the old man beside the scene of his mission? Memory fading with the metal ribbons that he wears. In our inner city, the rain cries little blue. For one more forgotten hero, and the world doesn't care. So how can you tell me you're lonely, and I say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand, I'll lead you through the streets of Detroit. I'll show you something to make you change your mind.
Yes, welcome back to Gay Detroit Radio. I'm James Dee, and you're listening on www.radio-op.com. Don't forget also, if you do miss the show, you can catch us on www.gaydetroitradio.com, and that's on our link at 724. That's if you missed the show. You can also catch us on Twitter, which is Gay Detroit Radio, Facebook, which is Gay Detroit Radio, and if you want to contact us, it's gaydetroitradio@gmail.com. Now, let's see, what have we got going on now? This is one good thing as well. Along with the weddings that started the other day in Florida, now the same-sex spouses of Florida can now enjoy the same-sex the benefits. Excuse me. So, amongst the first tangible signs that Florida government has accepted that gay couples can be legally married, same-sex spouses of the state's employees are now eligible, I do apologize, for state coverage, health insurance, and retirement benefits. Employees whose marriages will be legally recognized in Florida as of January 6, 2015, have a qualifying status change event window between January 6, 2015 through Friday, March the 6th, 2015, to enroll as a family plan. So that's good news. All of a sudden it's not there, then all of a sudden it's there. I mean, it's like Tony and I have been together now like just under 25 years. And it wasn't a case of I do. It was a case of tax deduction, health benefits. You know the shit. So anyway, now this is... Well, now, you know, there's a judge who's now ruled against a florist who's refused services for a gay couple's wedding. Okay, now, I just want to clarify one thing here. Okay, it's not right that you're a bigot or a hating little bastard, or you're just scum hiding behind Christianity. But what I don't understand is, yes, you do have the right to refuse as a business to serve anyone, and you do not have to give a reason. So why are these idiots hiding behind religious freedom, bigotry? Because, I mean, no matter how you sort of coat bigotry or how you hide it behind religiousness, hatred is hatred. And God did not teach that, or does not teach that. Man teaches that. So, and also on the other foot, is if you know that somebody doesn't want you in their life or as their business, why would you insist on trying to give them money? This is my major bone of contention. So obviously, if you know that this person disagrees with your orientation, not lifestyle, orientation, why would you then go out of your way to antagonize them? I would rather go to somebody else who would make me a fabulous party, take my money willingly, and give me the best time I've ever had. No judgments, no calls, no nothing. You get what you paid for, and you get a bloody good tip at the end. So this is my bone of contention. If you know they're going to disagree with you, fuck off somewhere else. Simple as that. Stop being a brat. There, I said it. Anyway, in Miami, and as couples were allowed to get married, they just found out now that it's 7 in 10 Americans now are actually living in states where same-sex marriages are allowed. So that's 70% of America now is living with same-sex marriages. Why are we having problems with the 30%? It's just the hanging out. It's like that, that little house hanging out against the rest of the world. I'm not going to move. You're going to carry me out in a coffin. We'll start coughing, guys, because we're coming after you. Simple as that. And Michigan, grow up, for God's sake. Schneider, get a grip. You're going to create more money. What was it now? $53 million is expected to come as revenue from same-sex marriages in Michigan alone. That's going to pay for half of the fucking road, you ass. On a lighter note, now this is quite an amusing anecdote. There's a bisexual man who actually has 2 penises. Shouldn't that be penis-eye? Because, you call it an octopus, it's like octopuses, it's like octopi. So shouldn't it be like 2 penis-eye, not penises? Anyway, I digress. He has 2 playthings, and he's going to release a tell-all biography. I have problems controlling the one I've got, never mind 2. Come on. Good God, man. That'll make life interesting when you're going to have to use 2 hands. I'm not really going to go into that. Anyway, the double header, My Life with 2 Penises, will also see him discuss his sexuality after revealing that he is bisexual and in a relationship with a man and a woman. Now, as I'm saying this, my mind is not only in the gutter, it's gone deeply down into the sewer, and I'm wondering which one he uses for which person. Does he double penetrate at the same time? Does he get double BJs at the same time? I am now interested. I would like the movie rights on this one. Definitely like the movie rights on this one. Oh my God. I'm going to hell, but let's face it, it's worth it going for 2 dicks, please. Oh, I'm going to play a song actually called Bittersweet. And it's from my old friend Jeff Good. I will see you soon. I'm James Dee, and you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio. See you soon.
The beauty of a child gets tainted every day. And of all the things we love, there's that much more to hate. Broken promises are all that we can get from the politicians that allow us to live in hope, in pain, in every part of every day. We drink defeat. All the world is bittersweet. Ooh.
welcome back. And that was our little silly half hour there with a guy with two penises. Oh dear. Well, I suppose you could have one in the back. It comes in handy for dancing. Oh, I've got so many bad jokes for this. It's untrue, you know, because never know which way to turn. Okay, let's go. Here's something that's quite disturbing, actually. There's Judge Brenda Sanders. Has suffered serious mental illness, making her unfit to sit on the Detroit's 36th District Court. A fact finder ruled. Her attorney says she should keep her seat and seek treatment. The state's Judicial Tenure Commission will decide next month whether to seek the removal of Detroit District Court Judge Brenda Sanders. She's deemed too psychotic and delusional to sit on the bench after a disciplinary hearing. This is quite disturbing. Now, this actually really has, when you think about it, opened up a lot of doors for a lot of other people over the past, I would say, year, 2 years, of all the cases she's tried. How many are now going to come back out of the woodwork and say, well, you know, she was not partial or impartial to my trial, so I demand another trial? That's rather disgusting. Rather, you know, what are we going to do? And so about another complete outrageous. Actually, this guy should be declared insane because it will look as though we're going back into the dark ages yet again because a lawman... Oh, God, I think I need a drink. I've had the nose fixed now, teeth won't work. Yes, there's a Virginia state lawmaker has filed a religious liberty bill that is so broad that some say it may be life-threatening. The names of state lawmakers are actually really important to the average person, especially when it comes to that the lawmaker isn't theirs. But the name Bob Marshall might actually ring a bell because Delegate Bob Marshall wrote the 2006 bill that became Virginia's ban on same-sex marriage. And it was struck down as unconstitutional last year. In 2012, Delegate Marshall blocked the judicial nomination of a veteran who's gay because Marshall claimed that sodomy is not a civil right. Well, obviously it must be because he's been screwing us up the ass for years. Anyway, I digress. The same year, he also made a totally false claim that at the Tea Party that being gay cuts your life by about 20 years. Well, in that case, I should have died about 30 years ago. I'm dead. I'm totally dead. And Marshall has also tried to ban gay people from serving in the National Guard. Falsely claimed that the feds flying the LGBT pride flag is a felony. This guy is a winner. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this as well. He's Roman Catholic. And now he's fighting for the latest craze, and that's the use of the First Amendment as a shield to discriminate against gay people, claiming religious preference to do so. What a little prick. I am just so really, you know, now this is where it's the realms of stupidity. Total and utter stupidity. Why are you hiding behind religion? Religion is not a rule book of fear and hatred. It is not meant as something to fear. Religion is a spiritual guide. It's supposed to be about love and compassion, empathy, loving your fellow man. Literally, if you need to. But also, I was talking the other day to a friend of mine. I said, all this gay, lesbian, and all bisexual. And we were talking about, she has a young girl. And there was a little question, a little curiosity that came about. and which can happen to a lot of teenagers. It's never talked about, but there is a little curiosity. It's normal. Some grow out of it. Some, it's just not a curiosity. It's an orientation. But apparently, I am not. I'm not knowledgeable on this. But apparently, there is a certain amount of curiosity, which really should not be. How can I say this? Should not be crushed. Allow it to take its course. If it's going to be, it's going to be. If it isn't, it just fades away. Yeah, people are naturally curious about everything. But my main point is, I think, maybe 30, 40 years down the line, or maybe 100 years down the line, sexuality is not going to be an issue. I think it's going to be, are you going to have sex? And gender's not really going to matter. Because you think, oh, okay. What's its name? It's not going to be, oh, okay. You enjoy yourself? Fine, okay. You're not really going to bother about telling what sex it is, basically. So, I just, this religious shit is too much. And it's all because people are frightened to death of losing power. That's all it is. They used to have, it was said one time that religion is the opiate of the masses. Well, everybody needs to believe. And, claiming that, religion is a drug, well, the withdrawal is not good. And the people, it's like, these drug cartels. I mean, they want their money. And they want their revenue. And this is what's happening. And saying, well, all charities are doing this for the people, that for the people. And, they're feeding the poor, they're housing the poor. No, they're not. They're not doing enough. Because as soon as it starts eating into their profit, it said, whoa, we can't have this. Let's get some more collections. So, it's just going to be two-way street. Anyway, now there's a new thing that's on the TV. And the LGBT groups are really, really annoyed about this. And I must admit, I'm a little pissed off about it. And it's about a new TV show. And it's about the ex-Mormons. And it's called My Husband Is Not Gay. Well, it's like the old saying, I'm not queer, but my husband is. Oldie but goodie. Gotta keep. Anyway, so the LGBT has laid into a documentary about gay Mormon men who have married women just to try and live as heterosexuals. Well, I'm sorry, it just doesn't live with the Mormons. This is all over the world, all over the country. Guys, you should go into all these, like Craigslist and all these porn sites, men for men. And I'm telling you, there is a lot of married guys there. So it's not just the Mormons, it's everywhere. So we can't just blame the Mormons on this because, they're just as stupid as every other religion. They want their money first and their power second. Or is it the other way? Well, whatever. So but what I'm actually pissed about is the TLC channel. They're actually sort of making money out of this. And, it's like, My Sister Wives or something like that, that's been on the television about the Mormons who have like 3 or 4 wives or 4 or 5 wives, and they're all in this cul-de-sac or something. Is it called Sister Wives? I think it is. Then it's all about, all the Mormons do this, Mormons do that. But yet, they are the biggest bigots that ever go out there. You're allowed to have, 10 women sucking on your penis, but you can't have a guy doing it because then it's totally wrong. I mean, come on. Really, get a grip. Anyway, so this My Husband Is Not Gay is not going down too well. Oh, My Husband's Not Gay. It's just, come on. Let's have some good news. Anyway, there is some good news, actually. Also, Stephen Fry, congratulations to him and Elliot. They've got married. Oh, they're going to get married. Stephen has had quite a lot of problems with depression over the years. And it's nice to see that love comes. And love has no boundaries. So, Stephen and Elliot, congratulations. And please have the best of luck and the best of lives and the best of loves. Now, HBO is actually going to make a Montgomery Clift film. I liked him. Great actor. And apparently as very gay. But openly gay Matt Bomer is going to play the closeted movie icon who starred in A Place in the Sun and From Here to Eternity. And didn't he star in Giant as well? I do believe he did. Anyway, so Matt Bomer's going to play him. I like Matt. He's very good. He's an excellent actor. And as cute as a button. And his husband is just as cute. You know, I just like these power couples. They've got kids. You know, Neil Patrick Harris and David Burtka. Also, there's I have greatest of respect for these people. Not these people, but they've got families. And they're showing you that, you know, love is normal, no matter who you are. Let's have some music. And what were we going to play? Because I've forgotten. Let's have some music, and I'll be right back after that. This is James Dee, and you listen to Gay Detroit Radio.
Michael was 21, life had just begun. Zipped up his boots and ran out the door, jacket in his arms, looked at the stars, jumped in the car as he said goodnight, put into drive as he drove out of sight, radio blared, gel in his hair, ready for the night, the boy prepared. Pulled up to greet the club on spot, parked as he ran from the parking lot, ID out, he was feeling free, ready to move in the dark with his drink, entered the bar with a sense of joy, nothing could stop this boy from the love of the beat and the shuffle of the feet. He stopped as he looked at the crowd, then he said, music, it moves me, music, it soothes me, brings me to life. Music, it kills me, music, it thrills me, all through the night. Stomp on the catwalk, pop from the backdrop, lord of the dance floor, fire in the disco. Give me a sign that you feel me, you see me, you hear me, dancing my life away. Ashley was 23, wanted nothing more than to dance to the beat. She had her sneakers on, hands in the air, strutting up and down those stairs. Shot after shot, she was feeling free. Let the music move her feet, moving that ass, shaking fast, making the boys say damn as she passed. Didn't give a fuck about the hate, dancing through the night to clean that slate. Stars in her eyes, smile on wide, looking for a message in the sky. Feeling so good as she dropped the step and never stopped once just to catch a breath. Didn't want to worry, didn't want to fight. This was a night to make it right. Pulled into her boy as she kissed his lips, wrapped her arms around as he gripped her hips. Tension grew hot from between the two. He whispered in her ear his I love you. Her heart beat fast, she began to twirl. Nothing could stop this girl from the love of the beat and the shuffle of the feet. She stopped as he looked in his eyes and then she said, music, it moves me, music, it soothes me, brings me to life. Music, it kills me, music, it thrills me, all through the night. Stomp on the catwalk, pop from the backdrop, lord of the dance floor, fire in the disco. Give me a sign that you feel me, you see me, you hear me, dancing my life away. So get your ass up as you turn it up. Put your hands high if you feel the touch. Don't control it, feel the soul, and don't hold back, just let it go. Let the music move you deep inside. Let the music give you a sense of pride. Tonight's the night, it feels so right. So bring it to the chorus one more time. Music, it moves me, music, it soothes me, brings me to life. Music, it kills me, music, it thrills me, all through the night. Stop on the catwalk, pop from the backdrop, lord of the dance floor, fire in the disco. Give me a sign that you feel me, you see me, you hear me, dancing my life away. Music, it moves me, music, it soothes me,
Welcome back to Gay Detroit Radio, which is www.radio-op.com. Also, gaydetroitradio.com, gaydetroitradio@gmail.com, Gay Detroit Radio on Twitter, Gay Detroit Radio on Facebook. Need I go on? Well, we've talked about everything this week, and welcome to 2015. It's been an absolute pleasure. Next week, we're going to be talking to the movie, the new movie Stay, which actually I'm starring in, actually, and it's a Detroit-made movie, and it's about a summer romance of two 17-year-olds, and then 25 years later they meet up. One is married, one is not. Trouble ensues. Ooh, sounds so exciting. So that will be next week. Also, what's been in the news this week as well has been the Charlie Hebdo cartoons, the Paris killings. Stephen Fry has called the world's media to republish all the copies of Charlie Hebdo cartoons following the massacre of 12 people yesterday. This is because of the way it's a satirical magazine, and obviously somebody disagrees with it, so this should not be allowed. So we're going to stand up and say, fuck you. You're not going to tell us what to do. Also, it's finally official. Pope Francis has demoted the highest-ranking U.S. cardinal over LGBT issues. So, Mr. Pope Francis of Assisi, let's watch this space, because I think he's going to do us proud. Also, Senator Feinstein, she's actually going to introduce the Respect for Marriage Act as a repeal to DOMA. She's been a true advocate for equal rights since the Harvey Milk days. In fact, she was there at his assassination, apparently, and she's been a staunch advocate for all these many, many, many years, and God bless that woman. We need more people like her who does not judge, just helps. Also, just as a little last thing, Lynx Hair Products. They want you to kiss the hottest girl or hottest boy. They're now actually going to have a gay-inclusive advertisement, and it's from the Australian hair products line, and it's causing a little controversy. Seeing two guys kiss each other. Oh, my God, what is the world coming to? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this week. I'm signing out for this week. See you next week at Friday at 9 p.m. on www.radio-op.com. I'm James Dee, and happy 2015, you all. Bye.
Yeah.